welcome. This is Thomas Grant, and this is Logan County Silent Majority. Last week we broke a story about the investigation that was initiated against Norm Spring, Amy Stevens, and a third member of the fire department who wishes to remain nameless. In this investigation, it was insinuated that these people were stealing money, donated money, and that was kind of the impression that we received, and especially when you read the police report, which if you have not seen any of this, I suggest going back to one of our earlier posts last week, and it supplies the picture of the police report and the email from the sheriff. But, and to be clear, that the interim chief, Josh Oakley, had told Amy Stevens that he never spoke to the sheriff's department. And that he was kind of forced to do so through the village administrator and the mayor. But as you can see in this video that we got from the Logan County Sheriff's Office, in fact, there was interactions between Josh Oakley, and the assistant chief, Joe Ferriman, and the village administrator was there as well. So all these people were there when the deputy sheriff showed up. And hey, we're gonna let you guys listen to it yourself, see it yourself, and you can make your own determination as to what their intentions were. There's no video here at the beginning, so we can skip ahead here.
They was going through the desk and they found an envelope.
Let's go.
What's going on today?
Well, did Randy give you an idea what's going on?
Not really.
Okay, they was going through the desk and they found an envelope in there. It said Amy Fund with some receipts on it, and some cash and some stuff like gift cards, and we can't find the donations. And it's pretty close to the amount of donations that we kind of had in mind.
Okay. See, who's making the complaint?
The fire department. Right now, we're lodging it as a report. Right now, we have no idea if this actually happened or if something separate, but why would there be something in the desk? So that's where we're at.
Well, show me what we're looking at here.
I'll let these guys do it because I came in second hand.
All right. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
Good. I'm Will.
I'm Josh.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so pretty much Joe came in Norm's office looking for some run reports today, and as he was looking for them, he ran across this envelope. And pretty much these two documents were inside, along with all these gift cards. And pretty much said Amy Fund on it. We have a fireman on the fire department named Amy Stevens. She had roof damage, and she just got her roof done just this week. But during the tornado and all these donations come in, cash and check, that they were all stored in Norm's office. Jim and I never have got any clarification on where these went.
Okay.
I did have Heather Keg check with the bank today. It's not been put in the bank. There's not been another account set up.
So I'm not real sure what to do about that. The other thing is that there was a check at Randy Dodds dropped off and gave it to Norm, and I'm not real sure if that was for the Fireman's Club or for the Relief Fund. Joe was told and handed the check from Norm that it was for the Fireman's Club. So, and Joe also ran across this check. It was actually in the drawers there. But the strange part is that it's made out to Lakeview Fireman's Club for the tornado relief. Anybody that stopped by the station that was wanting to give any kind of check donation, we was all telling them that you need to be making it to the Village of Lakeview and then put that down at the bottom. So, I'm not, because I mean, really any relief fund stuff shouldn't be going in our Fireman Club account.
Okay. I guess I'm confused. So you had some money that came up that's unaccounted for, or?
Right. All those donations, we have no idea what happened to them. Since Norm has put his resignation all in, and pretty much that they were all stored in this office for safekeeping until they could either. At one time, they was kicking around the idea about having one of the firemen end up going up, setting up an account to put those donations in, so Village Lakeview or whoever could go ahead and then take those donations.
Talking cash donations, checks, gift cards, everything.
I don't, Joe, you remember about the gift cards? I know there was cash that I seen and checks. I don't know how many checks I took myself.
Okay, so we don't know where that is.
Right.
Do we know what the amount is of anything?
Just the receipts in here as far as what was spent. I don't know where this money came from for this Amy fund for her roof. But
Do you have Amy's contact information?
I'll get that information for you, and that's the bad part is that I'm not trying to make any kind of allegation as far as somebody done anything wrong. All I know is that if I end up calling and asking the fireman,
She's an active member right now.
right, she's an active member. So if I call and start asking questions about it, and it's going to look like I'm targeting her, but yet we got to figure out where this money went.
Yeah, we've been worried about
I'm going to have to reach out to her and ask her side of it, since apparently money was being spent towards her fixing her house or whatever, right?
And I don't know whether that money went there or not. This is just what we found that sparked the question.
Yeah, so it's, we're not sure if it's put to her house or what, but it's definitely for a roof, and she's the only one I know that had.
And all the gift cards are in there, or was there receipts in there for money that was already spent? Is that what that was, I'm assuming?
Yes.
That metal company or whatever?
Right. Yep. And then the chief's signature is on that white copy. But one's for $1,800 and the other one's for $20.
So it was spent towards her roof?
Man, that's
So we're confused on if that was spent towards her roof or somebody else's, because it was in that envelope.
right. And we can't account for the funds that came into the department.
Yeah, so
From the donation.
so basically,
So you're saying that the money that comes in needs to go through XYZ account first, and then
No, it should have all been handed right off to the Village Lakeview, or they should have had an account set up like they was talking, and then all that money was
so
transferred to
the concern is the money went straight to her or straight to whoever instead of going through
proper
an
channel.
account.
They should have went to Heather.
Okay.
I guess I'm not pointing at any fingers because I don't know, and that's where I'm kind of at. I just don't know and which way to go from here. The attorney advised us to call you guys to make it at least to report it.
Okay. And you're
I'm
acting
Josh,
chief, or
I am the interim chief.
okay? Do you have your ID so I can add it?
Yeah, I can do that. That's actually out of the truck.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Or if anything else, if you know your social or driver's license number, whichever.
I didn't grab my wallet. I just had a quick cigarette a minute ago.
Lock your keys in it?
Yes, I did. So now I got to call the old lady. I can give you my social security number. I don't know if that helps or not.
Here, I'll leave that open for you. Yeah, I can get that. I'll have you write it down. I have a lockout kit you can borrow if you want.
That sounds good. I'll do it.
I just can't do it for you. Unless you'd rather have someone bring you a key and not risk damaging it.
Actually, if you get the lockout kit, I wouldn't mind trying it. Though.
Okay. I should have one. No, we've been moving cars around quite a bit, so I'll double check. I appreciate it. Alrighty, I'm gonna go do something real quick. I'll be back with you.
Right. 3 County. You're okay.
I will.
Hey, I'm on a call right now. I got my camera going. I got a question for you, or at least I wanted to make you aware of something. So I came down here to the Lakeview Firehouse. Sheriff called me and said that they're concerned about some donation money not being accounted for when they were going through the former chief's office, and they went and found this envelope, and it said Amy's fund. It's to help Amy, who's an active member. I guess some donations were made to go towards fixing her roof, and there was a couple gift cards in there that looked like they hadn't been spent or anything, like they were still on the cardboard things they come on.
Right.
And they're concerned about allegedly the money not being accounted for, but there were 2 receipts in there for the house being repaired or something being spent on a roof company and something else. Around a little over $2,000 it looked like. I don't know exactly. I guess their attorney was like, well, just get a report of it, and so I'm just going to do a report for, I guess, an informational report for now, because, and then I was like, okay, well, have you talked to Amy? And they're like, well, no, we don't want to talk to her, and she's an active member, and we didn't want them to think we're pointing fingers. And I was like, well, we're going to have to get in touch with her to kind of confirm if there was money spent on a roof fixed.
Right.
And so I think this is kind of back onto the witch hunt with the former chief.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you, because I agree with you, we do need to get a hold of Amy and see if her roof is fixed.
Yeah.
So if you're able to do that, just go ahead and do it. I mean, if they're going to call us to have us go take a report, then we'll follow it up.
We're going to do the investigation. I'm also going to call former Chief Springs and say, look, can maybe you help me out here, because they're saying this and that. But I'm recording all of it because I feel like there's going to be
402-4600.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know where Norm lives?
No, I've got his phone number.
Okay. I'd say it'd be better to go do it in person, because you'll have your body camera on.
Yeah.
Right? And then you'll have everything recorded where it may not pick up through the phone.
Yeah. I mean, do you know his address?
I don't know his address, but I know where it's at.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get the information from here, and then I'm going to go follow up with some people and do a report like they've asked. So.
Okay. Did you take all the stuff?
Did I take all of the stuff, like the envelope with the information or the receipts and stuff in it? No, I did not.
Yeah, I would get all of that, because that's going to be part of your investigation.
Okay.
Right? We're going to put it into evidence.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just get everything. Tell them if they want copies of it, they can have copies of it. But if we're going to do a police report, we got to do a police report.
Okay.
We'll take everything they have. We'll take the receipts. We'll take the gift cards. We'll take all of that stuff.
Okay. And if they don't want to cooperate, we just don't do a report?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have to give it to you.
Okay.
And if they won't, be like, well, then you want us to do a police report, but you're going to withhold evidence. That's tampering with evidence.
Okay.
Because who knows what they're going to do with it once it's gone?
Right. Yeah. I see where you're going. That makes sense.
I mean, I get they're the village and they're concerned about it, but at the same time, if they want us to do a police report, then we need to do a police report.
Like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. They're not special.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Amy's information and then go from there. So.
Yeah, I would just do a full-blown investigation, because if they're going to accuse anybody of fraud or theft, or which is what you're making it sound like, then we definitely need to follow up, and we need to interview Amy, we need to interview Norm, we need to find out who else had access to that money, and who had access to that desk, wherever it was found. I mean, who found it?
The acting chief did, Josh Oakley.
4600 for it.
Okay, we need to get a statement from him.
Yep.
And anybody else that was
Just for your
there,
93, you have
I
a
would just get
on
statements
release,
from everybody that was present.
30 hours.
You know what I mean? That way they
Right.
can say Josh didn't take any money.
I believe for it.
I gotcha.
What we don't want to do is Josh to get blamed for it.
Okay.
So we want to protect everybody because I'm sure, knowing Norm, he just had it stuck in an envelope,
Right.
put it in his drawer, and forgot about it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So
Yeah. So they're just kind of wanting to cover their ass, but in order to cover their ass,
we're gonna do it
something.
a full-blown thing on it. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have to.
okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, nobody gets anything special. So
Yeah, because you're there, I'm not. I'm listening to you, thinking, well, we should probably do our due diligence and making sure nothing. If her roof was fixed, hell, she might have a receipt to show the copy of the receipt matches. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
All right.
Norm just forgot to give her the stuff. Simple mistake.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in there and get this going. So
Okay, sounds good. Anything else, just give me a yell.
sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. See you, buddy. Bye.
And that's where we're going to cut it off. The rest, they just go in there and they get, they take the evidence. And there's a little bit more complained about by ferrymen in Oakley. They found some supplies upstairs, paper towels, toilet paper, and a couple of ladders. Amy, when she was questioned about it, stated that that was for a specific family in the area that needed that stuff, so they were keeping it there for that family to use. And then we had the email from the sheriff saying that there is no investigation, that these charges were unfounded, meaning there was nothing to them. And you've seen the video. It certainly seemed like to me that ferrymen in Oakley and the village administrator, they were trying to implicate former Chief Norm Spring, current fire department personnel Amy Stevens, and a third person who wishes to remain nameless, of stealing money. Now, where was the missing money? I was told that when I say they, I mean ferrymen in Oakley, they were told on Friday where the money was. It was a certain filing cabinet in Norm's office was where the money was. They did not check that filing cabinet until Sunday. And when they checked it, the money was there. So they were aware on the day this report was taken where the money was that they were claiming was missing. So I'm concerned. I don't think it looks good. And after you watched it, tell me what you think. Were they trying to set up Norm, Amy, and a third person? Or were they just doing the responsible thing? Thank you.